Welcome to Doors Theory. In today's video, we're diving deep into the Foundation Q&A, going through the developers' answers, and breaking down what they really mean for the game. There's a lot of interesting detail here, from entity behavior to scrapped mechanics, future updates, and even small updates. This Q&A gave us more than just answers, so let's go through the questions one by one. Is Hurry coming in the next update? Yes, Hurry is definitely coming. Are we looking at the ruins? No, that's a common misconception. Everyone keeps thinking the ruins are Chapter 2, but I can't confirm that. What is maximized security for? It's part of new content. Have you started development on the sequel floor? Not really. Right now, we're still working on the rewrite update. Will you add Dupe and Hurry? Yep, both will be added. What will Chapter 2 be about? Honestly, I don't know. Will Jeff's shop get any additions? Definitely. We'll expand the menu a bit and improve it overall. Will modifiers be added? Yes, lots of them. Can you make gasoline more common? Yes, that's being added back. Is the Seek chase going to be longer? A little bit, yeah. Will the next update have more than 100 doors? Not for Chapter 2, but subfloors are possible. How fast does Figure have to run during the minecart chase? Uncertain. Figure may teleport for canon purposes. Did the Watcher die? That's up for guessing for now. When is Volume 4 coming out? When we drop the update. Will Figure make a comeback? Figure's in the game, so kind of. Can you make controller support better? Yes, we're starting to work on that soon. Favorite soundtrack? I don't really have one. Mine's unreleased. But for reference, one track is called Sixth Sense. New events in the next update? Yes, there's actually quite a lot. How big is this update? Imagine taking Hotel Plus, combining it with a major content update, then multiplying by 1.5. That's roughly it. Will the lore be told through audio tapes and notes? Yes, we're still doing notes. They kind of replace paintings since those don't really fit. Will the blue build return? Nope. What about 11th Hour remixing? Never finished it, and I don't plan to. Is maximum security part of a subfloor? No, it's part of the main game. Will there be subfloors in this update? Not this one. Another update will bring one or two subfloors. Are Seek, Watcher, and Overseer connected? Seek and Overseer are the same entity. Watcher is unrelated, a homunculi-like figure. Can Watcher's eye change look? It's iconic, so no. Is Watcher a connector related to Figure? They share similar traits, but aren't directly connected. Will Watcher and other AI pathfinding issues be fixed? Yes. Most of the AIs in the game, like Figure and Watcher, are getting overhauls. This should reduce issues like clipping and flying into the sky. Why does Watcher sometimes clip through walls or fly into the sky? Flying into the sky happens only in rare cases during room spawning, and clipping occurs when Watcher can't find a valid path. If it's chasing a player and pathfinding fails, it'll run through walls to avoid completely breaking the AI. The current update will make it pause briefly instead of going through walls. Are you continuing the game story or just remaking maps and mechanics? We're adding more details to the story, but not fully continuing it yet. Will the ending of the game be added? Yes. The original ending was rushed hours before release and had problems like camera issues and animation glitches. The new update will improve it. What were your favorite things to develop before the release? Working on pathfinding, Seek Chase, Overseer, and the Prison, though Prison was stressful. Overseer was chill because its mechanics weren't complicated. Will Seek Chase gameplay be improved? Yes. Guiding Light's mechanics will be updated, and its physics-based movement will be adjusted for smoother gameplay. Will Terminal Velocity Phase 3 be added? It's already in the game. Will Seek interfere with Watcher Chase? Yes, changes will be made so Overseer's eyes have a function during the Watcher Chase, but it won't be too difficult. Will you allow removing unwanted props? Yes, a setting will be added for this. Will there be a subfloor in a future update? Yes, but not this one. Does maximum security have anything to do with Room 150 or Seek's prison? No, maximum security is unrelated to both. Are changes being made to the prison? Yes. Significant updates are planned, though it's not a full remake. Will there be a rift in the game? Probably, though details aren't finalized. Will the subfloor come before the ruins? Yes, the subfloor comes first. Chapter 2 is not the ruins. Room 200 is the ruins. Can the ending of the blue build be shown? No, the blue build was never finished. Why was the blue build canceled? Dreamy didn't want to work on it anymore. Why doesn't Bob have a shop anymore? The pre-run shop was removed, and Bob was killed in-game. Are minecart chases planned? Yes, the concept has existed since March 2023. The final version will be 3D and more engaging than the previous versions. Will maximum security be used for an encounter? No. Is Blacklight one of the architects? It's unclear what role Blacklight plays. Will there be a trailer for the update? Yes, definitely. Will there be more than 2 chapters? Not decided yet. Are there early versions of Watcher available? Yes, early versions exist but are not fully public. What happened to the freezer rooms in old builds? They were simple puzzle rooms with levers to activate, nothing more. Will there be a secret ending? Yes, it's planned for the update. Why does Seek look different? Design choice. It looks cooler and mutated compared to the original. Will the elevator room return? Yes, with fixes to prevent soft locks. Will Phase 2 of Seek Chase be revamped? Yes. Will there be new entities or bosses? Yes. At least one new entity is planned. Will Figure have a peaceful ending in the alternate timeline? Possibly. Will the Foundation get a voice acting modifier? Yes, it would be awesome. Voice acting for entities like architects and modifiers is planned.
You died to rush again. Remember what you've learned from the hotel. Look out for earthquakes. It's a sign that Rush is approaching.
Will the prison have any changes? Yes, the prison will receive updates. Does Hurry have lore? Yes. He has an analog horror-inspired background, though the details aren't fully revealed.
And it will happen again, and it will never stop.
Why does the observatory look different from sneak peeks? It hasn't changed. Any differences are likely due to memory leaks or lag in the game. How does Figure avoid getting stuck in the last room? Instead of standard pathfinding, Figure uses visual overrides and client-side movement to avoid being permanently stuck. Will Forbidden AI be used? No. The game will use client-side plus rendering movement for entities. Can console sensitivity be fixed? Yes, especially for up and down movement. Will voice lines for the architects be finished? Only the guiding light lines are done so far. Other lines are pending.
Oh, you hid for too long? Really? Are you dying on purpose just to annoy me?
Bad news. As of right now, there's not much I can do for you.
Will there be an April Fool's update? Maybe, depending on the timing of the main update. Will cutscenes be improved? Yes, many cutscenes will be polished and enhanced. Will a dupe be added? How will number counting work? Yes, but counters may not display on screen. Why does the observatory last multiple rooms? Originally designed that way, but it's being reworked for a smoother experience. Will players be able to upgrade items like the flashlight? Possibly in future updates. What was planned for the ending of the old Foundation? It had no official ending, but the concept was inspired by Portal 2 with an elevator scene. What happened to the final cutscene reference to Poppy Playtime? It was meant to be frame-by-frame identical, but was never implemented. Will there be an endless mode? Maybe, but the current room generation makes it tricky. Will an admin panel ever be made? Maybe, but it won't be a Game Pass and will remain fan-focused. How does the game handle extremely slow controller sensitivity? It's acknowledged and planned to be fixed. Will unused phases be restored? Yes, they are being integrated into the current game systems. What is Volume 4 about? Many new tracks are included, with at least 5 additional OSTs planned beyond the original. How tall is the Watcher? About 10 feet tall. Will Figure be visible during the minecart chase? Probably. Will there be challenge-type badges? Maybe. It's under consideration. Are there any unused soundtracks in the Foundation? Yes, some tracks from previous volumes remain unused. Does Seek's design show his anger? Seek's look hints at his frustration, but it's not directly tied to game mechanics. Why was the Stopwatcher version scrapped? It was just an early version of the Watcher chase. The chase itself remained. Will new 40 to 50 rooms be added? Yes, new rooms are planned. How do different doors appear in different sections? Each door can be assigned a value or attribute at spawn, or a custom string can select it from a list of doors. Why doesn't Screech have a crucifix badge? The icon exists but wasn't implemented. Will there be a greenhouse area? Maybe, possibly linked to Overseer. Are there scrapped entities like Hurry? Yes, Hurry and other entities were planned but not added yet. Which soundtrack could have been done better? Before the Storm and Descent lobby song could be improved. Which music programs were used? Ableton Live is the primary program. Some FL Studio elements are used as plugins. Can more animation be added? Yes, more animation is planned. How big is the next update? It's a significant update. Will the prison subfloor happen? Yes, planned after the rewrite update. Will there be encounters in subfloors? Yes, depending on which subfloor. Why continue working on the foundation despite past drama? To complete the game and not disappoint fans or the team. Will other animators work on the foundation? Yes, several animators, including smaller contributors. Are there modifiers coming for entities? Yes. Examples. Screech Floor 2 lets it spawn anywhere. Watcher Bloodlust moves at maximum speed and even faster when spotting the player. Why does Guiding Light defend against Watcher? Cutscene mechanics prevent the player from dying if Guiding Light isn't present. What will Overseer Crucifixion look like? Unknown. Are Seek and Mischievous Light connected? Probably. Can Watcher jump scare during the chase? Yes. Will there be Hotel Hell type achievements? Probably. Are you working fast or relaxed on updates? Currently more relaxed. The rewrite base is done. New content next. Will rooms come back? Yes. Some types of rooms like gasoline rooms will return. Will there be lever rooms? Yes. Lever rooms are planned for the next update. What happened to generators? They were buggy, so they were removed. A new version is planned later. Did the power outage puzzle get removed? The puzzle part was removed, but power outage itself will return in a different form. Is Mischievous Light helping Figure? No, that's not true. Will there be a generator room? Yes, canonically there will be. Will there be exploration type rooms? Not really planned. Did Blue Build have a minecart chase? No, Blue Build minecart chase did not exist. Was Blue Build just empty rooms? Yes, it was mostly rooms and room generation without events. Is the wooden bridge in the cave a rare room? Yes, it's a rare room. Will there be a Stardust type currency? Yes. Did the game have room 50 at the time of the Blue Build trailer? No, the game wasn't complete. Why was Bob's shop scrapped? Because the pre-run shop already exists. Is Watcher immediately folded by Overseer? No, Overseer continues to chase after Watcher. Was Blue Build Prison shown? Yes, but it wasn't functional. Why isn't Hurry in the game if he's finished? He requires special rooms to work fairly, and those weren't added. Can you fix Watcher's lag? It's delayed by a second, not really fixable. Was Guiding Light versus Watcher in Blue Build? Yes, it was planned as part of a cutscene. Can you get items at Door 152 shop? No, there will be another system for items. Is Hurry's old jump scare being released? Yes. Will the second chase sequence be updated? Yes. Will Figure have a second boss fight after the ending? No, there's nowhere for the player to go. Will Hurry be more rare? Yes, much rarer, similar to Ambush. Are we in maintenance tunnels in the Foundation? No. Why did Watcher turn around while Overseer kept chasing? Because Overseer damages you when it sees you. Will Horde Bats be reworked? Yes, but not drastically. Why can you crucify Watcher, but nothing happens? That's fake. It doesn't actually work or give a badge. How finished was the game on the original release date? After Room 50, not much was done. Why does Observatory music change back to Phase 1? It wasn't thought through, but a new soundtrack for Caves is coming. Does Seek give up? No, he explodes out of rage, implying he was trying to evolve. Who is the announcer voice? It's someone hired to record lines, not AI. What happened to the freezer mechanic? It was scrapped for being too simple. Is the overgrowth infection an entity? Yes, it counts as an entity, but details are kept secret. Are overgrowths like Lotus? Somewhat similar, but not the same and not sentient. When does the first chase sequence appear? Always before Door 146, ending just before the Watcher section. What is Blast from the Past? An older reference event, mainly for longtime players. Why does Figure fall so often? He trips in multiple cutscenes, like the Observatory and Elevator. Will Grumbles be in the game? No. What is Watcher's relationship with Overseer? Not fully revealed. What is the purpose of the observatory? Its full role isn't revealed yet. What was Dissolve's plan before the ending scene? It was always meant to be used for the ending. Will skins have lore? No, skins are not canon. And that's it for the Foundation Q&A breakdown. Looking at all these questions together, you can tell how much work has gone into this game. The answers weren't just random. They showed us a lot of stuff that will likely be in the next update or future. I hope this breakdown helped make sense and gave you a better idea of what to expect. Now, let's talk about the new Volume 4 music leak, Maximum Security. This track, it's insane. It's the first track in Volume 4, and it's part of the main game, not some subfloor thing. It's confirmed that it has nothing to do with Room 150 or Seek's prison, and it won't be used for an encounter, which makes it feel even weirder. You're not running, nothing is chasing you. You can see Seek's eyes on the walls, and then around 2:54, alarms go off. One of the comments said, "Uh-oh, we are under attack," and Mechbach pinned it like, "Yeah, this part is important." You feel it immediately, something's happening, but it's not a chase or encounter yet. The whole track is like a warning instead of music. It's tense, the alarms go off, the music is getting more intense, even though nothing has moved yet, it still goes hard. That's why I think Maximum Security is pre-encounter music. It's getting ready for the encounter, showing that Seek is near, maybe moving through the facility. The fact that Mechbach pinned that comment makes it feel even more important. It's not just background noise. Maximum Security exists to make players feel the tension, to know that something dangerous is coming, even if you haven't been attacked yet. It's pure suspense. This was Door's theory, where every door opens another mystery. See you next time.